Hi there, another Tournament of Champions game, this time Savanna Elves against Vexer Shadow Elves. This is interesting. There are two factions that are kind of, like I consider economic games, two factions that are happy to sit back and just do their thing while the opponent does nothing. So interesting how each side is going to approach this matchup. I have no experience this matchup, despite I do play Savanna Elves. Yeah, interesting to see what they do. We're going to see from the Shadow Elves matchup, where I don't have that much experience. They're going to start the game. Ranger comes in. Obviously, you want to kill that starting Lioness, because it can grow out of range very fast. So killing it is a priority. So it's not going to risk it to just for that to do. And yeah, I just realized that in case you hit, the ranger can kill that archer. Despite now it's going to be an easy target for Abua, but I think that's fine. You can even ping Abua now with a range unit. So I think this is fine. Let's see what Abua does here. Probably going to move here, exposing to a range attack, which probably is fine, especially early game. But you have to be careful against Shadow Elves because they have so many assassination tools. So you don't want to lose much life. This is going to, I expect to see a lot of range war here mostly. Very quick 2-drop for Sip, which already decide is going to be playing on the defensive side. Just these are two very defensive gates. Just to play mostly as summoning points. Yeah, I mean, probably his plan is to just summon archers and spirit mages and do his thing, and hope and kind of force Cylinder to do to force. So let's see how Vexer responds to this, but it's very aggressive, say aggressive defensive play, and he just decide how this match is gonna go. Archer going for the double shot kill here, missing for one, which is not good versus Cylinder, which means can just return this mage. You really don't want to just leave units on one life. Knight killing the ranger, which is fine. And it seems that Cylinder decides that he needs to be aggressive here, which might be fine. Again, I have no experience in this matchup. Just summoning a knight, which generally is mostly used for push when it's summoned early on, and a seeker there. So we'll see. We'll see. I mean, this is not a commitment, but interesting. The knight just taking the archer, seeker taking the spirit, and I assume it's going to protect the knight here. Yes, making it very hard returning the mage. This is, and when plays are slightly more aggressive, Shadow Elves are very good at just not presenting the opponent with good options. Creating this one lane attack. If you try to attack for the size, you can just kind of have freedom to attack, especially on this side. Cylinder just threatening this. So yeah, Abua decide to take inevitability damage. Say, okay, I'm not going to do anything. This is super interesting. I don't know if I will do that. I mean, if I had, we don't know the hand sadly. But I would prefer to just summon some archer here, or some spirit mage. I want to summon, like, I don't know, some rhino or some lioness and start putting boosts on it. I mean, that's reasonable. So this is very surprising. I mean, the hand has to be terrible or something I'm missing. Yeah. Let's see how Cylinder takes this situation. If it's going to be more aggressive, we just take that. Yeah, decide to, okay, I'm just going to... He's not going to push as I expected, or how I was led to believe with the early night. Just say, okay, if you don't do anything, I'm just going to farm my boost, which is, well, like I said, one of the things of this matchup, it can be quite... I expect quite interesting because both sides are fine just doing their thing. But in general, when that happens, one of both sides is better doing his own thing. So, yeah, interesting take for what's going on. I'm very interested. And now, yeah, the units are coming. I mean, for sure, I was not going to just sit back and do nothing. This is the power rhino that can just sit there in the front of the gate. with 2 boosts. One of the problems I think is the cylinder has Into Darkness, which can just return to Rhino full life with the 2 boosts. It's a little painful. I don't say Abua can do this. You probably should still, but yeah. Darius is doing damage. Sadly, can kill the knight. This is looking great for the Shadow Elves right now. I don't know. If I'm the Shadow Elves player, I'm very happy. I mean, things are working out. Many times, Abua has failed to kill the unit, which is a big thing. And yeah, you haven't had to take one inevitability damage. And even if I say this matchup, both sides try to do their own thing, Abua has been doing nothing. There is no packing boosts on like Lioness or just making a big Rhino, which is not that great because, as I said, it just can be returned with the darkness. So yeah, interesting. This is looking great for Cylinder for me. And decide to finally go in for the more aggressive play. Just decide I'm going to push. I don't know if he needed to do this, but that's what he decided. And yeah, dealt the Rhino, which is awesome. No need to use Great Darkness. Into Darkness, sorry, and just Mage wing there. And now the archers coming in and trying to take to get rid of units. Oh, just pinging some cylinder some, which is great. Taking the mage, attack it there. Yeah, just adding more damage in. This was a great turn for Zip, I think, but still, I mean, to me, it looks better. Cylinder is in a better position. Two knights coming in. I'm not super fan of the knights, but if you want to push, the tool you have as the Shadow Elves. And it's actually very good versus range damage because range damage is very inconsistent. So often they leave your knights on 1 life and then you can return them, and then that's great. Archer tonight. Yeah, get it. And Cylinder is starting to get a low life there. That's the problem with the knights too. Yeah, decide to just bring the new knight. But just, one of the things is that it's not hard for Abua to set up an assassination with Rhinos, Chant of Waving, for example. So I think this is having Cylinder low is a little risky because you don't need that much to get there. I mean, 8 life is still kind of safe, but starting to get on the more danger zone. Okay, into Darkness, there. I think this gate is pretty good actually, because now it serves bots to protect Cylinder, and at this time he already decides going to push. And yeah, with these 2 gates in the front, he can just force Abua kind of onto melee. The problem is Abua actually also has good melee tools. So yeah. Still I think very fine. Also, you're never super sad about having too many gates with Cylinder because you can use them to farm boost. Tangling, which is often, I think another knight is going to die. Yeah. Look at all the effort he put to kill a knight. I mean, I guess if the knight is going to soak so much effects, I take it. I don't know how I feel about this, how this push is going on, or if Cylinder. I don't think Cylinder has that great pushing tools, honestly. I think it only works if you can kind of put pressure on the opponent summoner, but so far Abua has been like pretty chill about the whole thing, just sitting back and doing his thing. So I don't know, you just kind of put in range of Abua every tool. With that said, I think Cylinder is better when he can play his poke and run away game. And I think this is not what we are seeing for the most part. Still, the game looks super close, in my opinion. I may be misjudging here, but I promise a single mistake and put Cylinder out. Decide to farm some boosts, finally. Yeah, I'm not super far of that ranger there. Yeah, that wasn't best turn. And suddenly, one can spend some time growing this Lioness. I really like Seeker, which kills too easily. And gets back Seeker. Nice move there. I like when Cylinder does that. It takes one life gate, takes it down, and open the path to kill it, and kind of get rid of that Lioness, thus getting the boost. Despite strategically, I don't like that much what Cylinder is doing. However, maybe it's what he needs to do. Again, I have no experience in this matchup. Tactically, I like a lot what Vexer is doing here. Another knight, more life for Cylinder coming down. I think it was like all nice, but I think that's one of the reasons it's keeping up in economy, because Abu is spending a lot of energy to kill those knights, and despite that got Cylinder to 6, he's managed to be okay in economy. I don't think it's winning, but I mean, yeah, it's there. I think Seekers is where the power is at with the Shadow Elves. That's a bad miss. I mean, it's reasonable to miss there, but Abua seems to notice that you can kind of push now. I mean, Shadow Elves don't have that many cards at this point, so not reason to be scared. And sadly for Cylinder at this point, Abua is pretty much my life, so. It's perfect, and now it shoots at Abua. Well, I guess Ranger can hit anyway. It's to 7. Meaty. And this is getting to the end game. Like, this was a very close game. It was interesting that despite I don't feel that Cylinder is that good at pushing, despite it did push. The economy is very close, so maybe there is more merit to it, that I think. I don't know, I just find it very interesting. And I don't know if Cylinder really can keep up with Abua in, like, say, an economic war, just both farming boost. I think maybe Abua is a little better at that. So maybe it was okay to push. I don't know, I don't have experience in this matchup. Missing the knight for 1, that's, like I said, the best case scenario for those knights to come in and then get that 1. And I think this opens, yeah, I think at 1 now he can risk, because Vexer just played all his hand, so there's nothing risky. But Cylinder, I think, wants boost. Let's see if he can find a way to get to boost to get the knight back. And there is another way. Maybe he prefers to. I think with the knight, maybe. Oh yeah, okay. Seeker, return knight. Yeah. Oop. Yeah, it's that returning that knight is very important. And I don't know at this point who's winning. Who's winning? Who knows? This is very close. Because Cylinder in the end game, I think it can be very interesting. Okay, Wua decides to attack this gate. And why I think Wua attacks this gate, I'm not sure. Maybe he's just messing around and I don't care, but I doubt it's that. I think the reason it's attacking the gate because it's trying to remove targets for Cylinder. Maybe? Because often in the end games, it comes to inevitability. And having gates is bad for you because you give targets to the opponent. I think that is what's going on here, but I'm not sure what I think it's that. Sometimes I attack my own gates to destroy them, so in the end game the opponent doesn't have options to attack, and he thinks this may go to inevitability. The problem is MTQ in the end game is, especially with 3 boosts, is very brutal because you can hit and run. I mean, against ranged units it's not that important. It's going to be a little hard for, like, imagine this Seeker moves here, Mitikuri can just hit and then, well, I guess in this case it's not that bad, but yeah, hitting and running is very powerful, especially in that game. Knights coming in, which is the good thing is the Knight brings the boost to Abua, and the side to just, yeah, it's going to play this inevitability game. Yeah, it's going to attack this gate. So the idea is when Selundar destroys this, it doesn't have more targets. I think an Abua here is going to take 1 damage. Oh no, just it attacks. Yeah, that's the point. Selundar, it's the problem with Selundar here, he can attack with just 1 attack unit this gate and kind of farm it, while still farm his own boost. The thing, however, is that I assume now Abu and Mitikura are going to destroy the gate, which is something I don't like much about the inevitability rule. Not, I think it would be better if you could destroy your own gates, or the wounds instead of going to your summoner first can go to the gates or something like that, because it happens this weird game, which I don't think balance-wise is a problem. It's just it's weird. It's weird that people are destroying their own gates so the opponent doesn't have inevitability damage, and you want to hit them very, very slowly. Oh, no more summoning points. That's rough. That's rough. Now all these boots are not very relevant. This is a very interesting close game. Definitely. Interesting Selundar move there. I will try to move Selundar to the action. Yes, I mean, I understand the fear that you can receive. I guess it makes sense. But maybe move Selundar. I don't know, but I think if you want to win, you need Selundar. You need to get Mitikuru. So, I don't know, but the problem is he has another card. And very close game, definitely. So I think at this point, clearly Abua is on the lead. So I think it's fine for Selundar to take some risk. And if he kills this, it's going to be very, very bad. Oh, okay, yes. He kills because the archer. And I think at this point, Selundar just needs to... See, I will try to go for killing Mitikuru the last turn, because you can win. You need to get lucky. Otherwise, you will lose. And this is what we are seeing here. At this point, it's just pretty much checkmate, so to speak. And yes, I think that was a great game, a lot to learn. I don't know what the players think about how they play. If they think this war vote, I mean, they play in another way to me, but I don't have experience in this match, so maybe this is the way. And I have no idea what they're talking about. Very interested to see comments from them. Yeah, a great game that shows both factions played at the highest level we have right now in the community. And yeah, hope you enjoyed the match.